Jeanne d'Arc had liberated Orléans and put the English army to flight. However, as the English retreated, they became an obstacle for Charles the Dauphin. He needed a clear path from Chinon to Reims, where he would be crowned king. Nearing the town of Patay, the English sought to regroup. But Jeanne d'Arc and her French army were closing in.
Looks like we've got to hold off one.
Fleeing the Loire Valley, the English were on the run. As they retreated northwards, a French vanguard was in close pursuit.
Attendez les commandements.
Caught out of position, the French faced a surprise attack from the English rearguard. A detachment of English archers blocked the road with palings, an effective measure against cavalry. The French vanguard had to clear the road if they were to call in reinforcements. With the road cleared, the French army could safely bring in reinforcements from nearby allies. Hearing the rallying cry of the English coming from the village of St. Sigmund, the French were alerted to the enemy position. The French army paid their ally and received a detachment of reinforcements.
Je commande, avant. Je suis votre serveuse. L'heure est de besoigner. Votre service.
Alarson Suisse. J'attends Archers. Les commandements viennent. On the Guerpix, Archers.
Donnez honneur est de pays. Chefs.
The French recaptured St. Sigmund and prepared to rendezvous with Jeanne d'Arc. But But a large English detachment had set up a blockade. So long as that force was in place, the French vanguard could not reach Jeanne. The French army saw a chance to bolster their numbers and sent payment to their ally in return for reinforcements.
That's the problem. It's fast like that.
Attestement vos, archers. Archers, allons brillement.
Ich reiß tous zum Brest. Compagnon.
With the English blockade destroyed, the French vanguard rejoiced at the arrival of Jeanne d'Arc and her troops. With their rearguard eliminated, the remaining English forces would now seek to escape the valley through the town of Patay. 3 enemy regiments were converging on the town along 3 main roads. Jeanne had either to stop the regiments on the roads or race ahead to fortify Patay itself.
There you go, what? It's okay. Okay, don't put that. Back it up. Not losing all my cavalry to some dump shit.
Cesse le temps d'adventure, mes seigneurs.
Soyez discrets.
Je suis votre serveur. Pour votre service.
So I fucked up. So I fucked up. have to risk my cavalry now because of that shit. You by yourself. Cavalry, go attack that cavalry.
Je suis votre serveuse.
Sex, Veici, les commandements. Commandement incontinent. Oh yes, les commandements.
As the forces of the valiant Jeanne d'Arc entered the town, the people of Patay rallied to her cause.
Oh shit.
Oi, mestière de moi. Giovanni Basti. Donc, y a l'oreille.
Que faut-il donc besoigner?
Un besoin. Je vous amène pour vous servir.
Soyez discrets. Compagnon, restez sur ma Commandement incontinent. Compagnon.
Besoin d'y affaire. L'homme bâti, je sais. Donc, y a l'oreille.
Courez au près continent.
Water. Yeah, right there. Don't get mad.
After an
Don't get mad at
intense
me.
pursuit and a
No, you're getting mad
hard-fought
at-
battle,
Papa only wants the
French
best for you.
crushed the remaining English army, thwarting their desperate retreat. Now the triumphant Jeanne d'Arc could safely lead Charles to Reims for his coronation as King of France.
Why are you pulling me like that? Why are you being mean to Papa?
The Battle of Patay was a disaster for the English. The French wiped out their bowmen and drove their forces from the Loire Valley. Now for Jeanne d'Arc and the Dauphin, the way to Reims was clear. The Maid of Orleans rode with the Dauphin through the streets and was at his side when he was finally crowned King Charles VII of France. But less than 2 years later, Jeanne was captured in battle, sold to the English, and put on trial for heresy. She spent 6 months locked in a dungeon, awaiting her fate. King Charles, who owed his crown to Jeanne, did nothing to help win her freedom. She was found guilty. On May 30th, 1431, Jeanne d'Arc was brought here, to the old market square in Rouen, where she was burned at the stake. She was 19 years old. But what the Maid of Orleans started could not be denied. Her victories were the first in a chain of successes for France's military. Liberty was within reach. Thanks to the leadership of two brothers, Jean and Gaspard Bureau, the French army became experts in the use of artillery, transforming it into a disciplined, modern fighting force. In 1448,